In this video, I'm going to be talking about the two biggest problems inside Black Ops 4's current build right now. And the reason I say right now is because I have to make this as clear as possible, because if you're watching this maybe at the second weekend of the beta, because currently when I'm recording this is right at the end of the first weekend of the beta, so it may change. And of course, if you're watching it during the release of Black Ops 4, it probably had changed by that point or something like that, or maybe it's the same, and that really sucks. But regardless, these are just going to be the two biggest problems with Black Ops 4's build right now, and hopefully they will change. Now, keep in mind, a couple of these things have been suggested that they're going to be working on them by Treyarch, but it doesn't really satisfy me by what they say, and it really makes me question if they're actually going to do anything of substance to these two things. But I need to stop delaying right here. Let's just get into these two major problems inside Black Ops 4. Now, the first one, and I know everybody's already talked about this into oblivion, but I have to talk about it too because it is just so annoying, and that's body armor. Currently, right now in Black Ops 4, body armor is just the most annoying thing in the game. It is just so very annoying that I just cannot stand to play up against. But one thing that people keep calling it when it's just not the case is overpowered. It is not overpowered, it's just annoying. There's no other way to put it. I mean, if you're a good player and you're going to pick one of your special equipment, then you're not going to pick body armor because that only helps you in one gunfight. And if you're a better player, you want to get in multiple gunfights in life. So it's just not overpowered is the point, but it is super annoying and really needs some work on, or just needs to be taken out of the game, one of the two. But of course, before I actually get into the whole complaining part of this, let me first explain how it works, because there's a lot of misconceptions currently going around with the body armor. So how it works is that you get one set of body armor every single life. So if you die and then respawn, you'll get another one, or when you just spawn in every single time, you'll get a new set of body armor. And what the body armor does, it increases, I think it's like a flat increase to your health, and hopefully I'm correct here, but I think in Exclusive Zate's video, he actually said that he gives you flat 40 more health every single life. And that's pretty much equal to, I would say, at least correct me if I'm wrong, but that's like one bullet. And of course, I think Treyarch's already said this, that all the body armor does is let you soak up one extra bullet. And of course, that doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound like a problem at first, but there are just so many different problems with this. The first one, and the one I cannot believe nobody is talking about, is that the body armor stacks with crashes is a health boost thing, whatever it's called, where you get your health from 150 to 200. So if you actually add up your health, if you get a boost from crash, then you actually have 240 health. If you're a half decent player, you're not losing any gunfight when you're going against somebody that has 150 health to your 140 health. That's just not the case. It's just ridiculous, really. I honestly cannot believe nobody's mentioned this yet. It's just too overpowered, and this is coming from someone who doesn't think crash is a problem, because that only happens like 1, 2, 3. It matters like in the game mode you're playing, but it doesn't happen that often in the game. So I don't really have a problem with crash, but the body armor on the other hand, wow, that's annoying. But the fact that they stack is just mind-blowing to think that why would that even be a thing. Now, of course, another thing I want to mention that makes it even a bigger problem is that a lot of people are complaining about the time to kill inside Black Ops 4. Now, personally, I am not, I guess, someone who's against the time to kill. In fact, I really like the time to kill inside Black Ops 4. But the thing is, what are you going to do from all the people who are already not liking the time to kill, and then make it even longer? Like, you're going to make them dislike it even more. And what makes it even worse is when you shoot the person, you can see that they have body armor, and just like demotivates you, and you just end up quitting the game, and that's the worst thing you could do. And this has happened to me. I just stopped playing the beta, which is weird because I wasn't doing it the first few days, but now on this last day of the beta, I could lose a gunfight to somebody using the armor, and where I really should have one, and I'm just like, oh man, I don't want to play this anymore. I pretty much just turn off the console, don't touch anymore, because I just rage out. And that's the worst thing you do, because you have people stop playing your game, and that's just a really really big problem. And the thing is, and this is another one before I kind of confuse you guys in my transitions, but another thing is that how many bullets it actually takes to kill you, because like I said, it's pretty much just one more bullet every single time. Now this of course has been something that existed inside the original Modern Warfare, and of course a couple other ones with Juggernog and stuff like that, but there's a couple differences, and I mean Juggernaut's a little bit more overpowered for the game it's in. But the problem with this is that it adds one more gunshot, but the thing is, this time to kill is longer than ever. So normally with SMGs in this game, it takes about 5 shots to kill somebody, so you have to land all 5 of your shots being accurate that entire time. But now you have to be accurate for a whole other shot, and that whole other shot is a world of a difference, especially in this game where your body movement is just so fast. You could be strafing side to side, you could just be hip firing, flying side to side, because your movement, your character movement, it's just insanely fast in this game. So it's just a huge difference, and it's already hard enough for a lot of people to stay on target for their first 5 bullets, but then you want them to stay on target for another 6 bullet. It's just a lot to ask for. It's just like, I don't know what you're doing. It's making people hate the time to kill even more than it deserves. It really does not deserve the hate it's getting, but I really think this body armor is just making it worse and worse. And again, this is coming from somebody who likes the time to kill but hates body armor. It's just dumb. And I still like Crash also with his ability, because I don't have a problem with it, but body armor is a whole different thing. Because another thing, and I know I'm trying to get to the next one already, but this one just annoys me so much. There's just so much wrong with this body armor. But another problem with the body armor is that who's going to be using this? It's going to be noobs, and that doesn't sound like a problem at first. It's like, well, the people who aren't that good at killing people are going to be using this, so we won't have to worry about them, because you'll be better at shooting them, so you'll just kill them and you won't have to really worry about the extra bullet. And that does make sense at first, until you realize noobs are dying multiple times over and over and over, so they're constantly getting new sets of body armor. So what they end up doing is that eventually they're going to land their shots, and you're just going to get a real dumb death where you should have won the gunfight, but unfortunately they had body armor and they just beat you because of it. It's just so annoying, and I just hate it. I just absolutely hate it. It really makes me turn off the console every single time that happens. It's just like, why am I even playing this game when that happens? And that's the worst feeling you have in a video game, when you have your players start questioning, why am I playing this game? I'm not having fun against this. And not to mention, and here's another problem with it. Oh my gosh, I just keep thinking of different problems with it, is that it dominates the no respawn modes like search and destroy. Everybody has to use it. They just flat out have to use it, or you're not going to be playing successfully, because everybody else is going to be using it, and you have to use it because it's just so important to be staying alive. It's just it's just so dumb. I don't get it. Of course, I should also mention this, that you could just shoot them in the head to avoid it, which headshots are something I go for anyways, but still, it's not what I'm going for all the time, because if I just turn a corner, I see a guy, I'm not going to try to go for the head, because I just need to get my shots to land, because I know if I don't shoot him as fast as possible, he's going to kill me. So that's the thing. So I just aim for the body. I'm mainly hitting the stupid body armor. It's just a huge problem, but regardless, I don't know. I think I explained it pretty well, and I kept on thinking of new problems with the body armor throughout this, and I talked about it for way too long, 8 minutes now, probably around there. I don't actually know how long it's going to be, but regardless, another problem that I'm going to try to be a little bit faster with are the score streaks, and I think that this is pretty face value why the score streaks are pretty bad. And I have actually got the score streaks. I've got the strike team multiple times, and hopefully I'll have gameplay on in the background. I've got it multiple times, and also the attack chopper. I've only had one good experience with any streaks in this entire game. Like, the best streaks, and if you want to be successful and get the best streaks in this game, you might as well get the Hellstorm and Lightning Strike. I'm not even joking with you. Those are actually the best streaks in the game currently, because the strike team gets 0 kills all the time. It's like, what are you doing? I just don't know what the heck the strike team is doing. They're worse than the paratroopers. I honestly didn't think that was possible. It's just, wow, it's just really eye-opening to see that you could actually make the streaks worse than World War II's. That's just crazy, especially coming from Treyarch, where we're expecting great streaks, but I don't know, but of course then you have the attack chopper. Again, I had only one good game where it got me, I think, 6 kills with 1 use, which was pretty nice. I mean, it's not the best, but you know, it's at least something. It gives you some kills, but regardless, it's just another one of those things that it's just like they're very, I wish it was just inconsistent, because then we could just say, oh, they just got a patch and make it better. Of course they could still do it with them being weak, but the thing is, they're completely weak. They're just weak. I don't know. The Mantis isn't any good either. I just don't know, unless you're controlling the Mantis. That's probably actually the best streak in the game, if you're controlling your Mantis, and of course that's just like the AGR from Black Ops 2, pretty much the exact same thing. But regardless, these streaks suck and they need a buff. Now, of course, there is something going around, and this might be the case, I don't know, but there's a thing going around that the streaks don't actually suck. It's just that everyone's using Cold-Blooded, because that's the automatic perk it gives you when you join or just make any class. It just puts you Cold-Blooded right away. Just that's what it gives you, and maybe that's the case, but then that sucks, because if that's still going to be the first perk he gives you, then everyone's just going to use it for most of their time playing it, because obviously you're going to start your games, and a lot of noobs, when they play, they don't really care about their perks. And I just, oh my gosh, if that's the case, that just sucks too, because it kind of feels like it's a little overpowered, because never in any game except World War II have I had so much trouble getting kills with my score streaks, and oh my gosh, it's just so bad, and it really makes me feel like Cold-Blooded might have to go, maybe, probably, I hope so, because I honestly think that Cold-Blooded should protect you from some streaks, but really, should it protect you from a strike team that's on the map? I think that it shouldn't. Like, maybe it should make you disappear from maybe the, what's it called? I forgot the best streak in the game currently, I forgot what it's called, the gunner ship, whatever that is. You shouldn't appear there, for they couldn't see you, so that's fine. And of course, for the Warthog, or whatever it's called, the strafing run, I think it's called, or strafe run, whatever the other perk is called, like the AI ones that just fly overhead, they shouldn't hit you if you have Cold-Blooded. But for the ones that are on the map, like the strike team, I really strongly feel that that should just kill people who have Cold-Blooded. I just think that should be the case, and I don't know, maybe that Cold-Blooded has always been this strong, but playing Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2, which both of those games also had Cold-Blooded, or at least a version of it. I actually think they all had Cold-Blooded, but I never really had problems with not being able to kill people, and I just find that so dumb. But I'm kind of concerned, because if it's true with the streaks that the reason why they're not performing to the level that they want them to is because everyone's running Cold-Blooded, then that just really sucks, and I think Cold-Blooded nerf needs to come in. Also, oh, I just remembered this, but another problem that I've been hearing is that all the maps in the games have a lot of roofs over them, and that's a really big problem for the attack chopper, and that may be the case, and that may be the reason why they're underperforming, and that's a huge problem, because that means a lot of the AI streaks are going to be really useless, because you're going to have roofs and you can't see them and all that stuff. I mean, that's another huge problem. But the thing is, I'm not buying into that nearly as much, because I'm just looking at it and thinking my strike team sucks too. So what? Anyways, that's about it. I'll be quiet there, because this has been going on for too long. But again, I'd love to hear what you guys think about everything I had to say in here. There's something I missed here, another big problem in Black Ops 4's current build, or anything like that. I'd love to hear all your thoughts down in the comments. But anyways, that's about it for me. If you guys did enjoy the video and you do want to see more of it, then go ahead, do all the normal YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, bell, share, and especially bell. But I'm going to go, and I'll catch you guys in my next stream or video.
Is that